I am going to build the ultimate chatbot, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that completely for free. So to answer all of your questions, what exactly is the ultimate chatbot? We're going to talk about what the chatbot is actually going to contain. So, it's going to have an introduction where you'll introduce the user to the chatbot, and there's also going to be a question node where the user can ask whatever question they want regarding the business, and it's also including a conversational memory node where the chatbot will remember what the user has previously asked and can answer the questions depending on the previous questions. And also a booking part where the user can click on a link to book a call with the company, and different automations as well, which are very important for booking. So yeah, let's start bot building now. So we're back in Botpress and we're going to start building our chatbot. As you can see here, I have already added a knowledge base, which is the fake roofing company knowledge base, which I have used in my lead gen bot build video. Check that one out. And this chatbot is like basically going to be that bot but on steroids. So I'm going to add a few different or new options that you can do. So this is going to be like that chatbot. So the main bot build, I'm not going to go as much in depth except for the more important parts. So I'm just going to start clearing these things out and going to start building out my chatbot. So first things first, we're going to add our intro node. And we're going to add a text card and select welcome to Roof Pros Sweden. That is the fake company's name. I'm going to be your assistant throughout this journey. And then I'm going to add an expression. Set on always true. And then I'm going to go here and just ask for which service they're interested in. And this company is actually offering 3 different services. I'm going to add a single choice card, and I'm going to ask the user which service are you interested in. Grammarly common in clutch again. And I'm going to add 3 choices since there's 3 services. Installation, repair, or insulation. My writing is terrible today. So we have installation, repair, and insulation. And then we're going to have all of these 3 going to a single node. This is just for the looks of it. But you can, if you want, you can either use these 3 and send them to the automation that we're going to build later, or you can have a separate node for where you can ask different questions depending on which service you're interested in. But I chose to have all of these 3 going to the same node, which is going to be the main question node. And make sure to enable knowledge-based answering. And for this, I'm going to use an AI task. And where I'm going to, for the instructions, I'm going to say, come up with a way to ask the user what they would like to know. Be polite and professional. Do not include a greeting. This is just the most basic AI task that you could ever do. And for task input, I'm just going to have create a variable called question AI. Shit, I have to create one first. Question AI. Add it in here. And I'm going to store the variable inside of the same one. So workflow.question.ai. And then I'm going to have a raw input, which allows the user to actually answer the question or ask the question to the question, if that makes sense, lol. And I'm just going to select the variable here. And we don't have to store the variable in anything, so you can just leave it like this. And then we're going to add the two expressions. So the first one is for the fallback. So it is don't know. And this basic fallback is turn.knowledgeAgent.responded. And the other one set on always true. So here we have our main question node. And so now we're going to make like a sort of hub for if the question was answered, where the user can be redirected to the conversational memory agent. So we're going to select this hub, or we're going to name that hub. And now we're going to select a single choice. And I'm going to ask, do you have any further questions that you would like to have me answer? And the first one, which I'm going to add, is going to be yes. So the yes one, we're going to add more later, but for the yes one, we're going to select the continue question node. So we're going to connect these two, and I'm going to select this, or name this conversational memory. Add a card. So now I'm going to do what I did in one of my previous videos. I think that might be my second video from now. And that is, I'm going to build a conversational memory chatbot, which can remember what the previous questions. So yeah, I'm just going to need to take a quick break. I'm going to be right back at you. So I'm right back. I have my coffee in hand. So I'm pumped. Caffeine is rushing in my blood. So now we're going to get back to work. So add card. And I'm going to add an AI task. And this is going to be a bit more tricky than the previous AI task, but it's still going to be quite easy. So I'm just going to tell the AI that you are help. You are the customer's personal assistant. You must come up with a new way to ask to respond to the last user response. I will provide a transcript between the user and the assistant. Be as friendly and polite as possible. No greetings. Ask questions to the user. Respond in less than 50 words. So there we have the instructions. Quite easy. And inside of our task input, we're going to select the last user message. And that is inside of the event.preview string. And we're also going to give the transcript, which is inside of the summary agent. So make sure that you have the summary agent enabled. So there we have it. And we're going to store the variable in a new variable called response. So store variable in response. And there we have it. So we're just going to add a raw input card and select the response. Go on here, enable knowledge base answering. And we don't want this to loop for the eternity of Earth. So we're just going to add a expression card set on always true and create a new node in which we will select a single choice card. And in here, we're going to ask the user, do you want to ask more questions or go to the hub or proceed? Proceed like this. And we're going to ask or choose ask more questions or proceed. So ask more questions is going to go back up here. So what it basically does is when you go into here, the user will see the intro, select which service they're interested in. They will be able to ask a question and go to the hub, and where they will ask if they have further questions or continue. And if they press on yes, the conversational memory is going to look what the user have asked previously. Go back here, ask if the user want to know anything more about the subject or ask further questions, which is not dependent on the subject. The user can ask, select it, and then when they get a response, they can select if they want more questions to ask more questions or proceed to the booking part. This is fucking awesome, clever as shit. So now we just have to continue with our hub. So for this hub, we're just going to add two different options. Yes, take me to the booking, or no, I want to exit. I'm just going to add commas here, Grammarly gets mad. So we basically have our options here, but in this node, if the user or if the bot asks the user if they have more questions or they want to proceed, we don't want them to go to this node because they don't want to tell the bot that they have more questions again, which could be pretty annoying. So we're going to add a new node here, which is going to be hub 2. So if they proceed, we're going to add a card, single choice again, and say, what do you want to do? And we're going to have two options: book a call or exit the chatbot. So now we can continue with our booking part. So we have the first half of the bot done, and now we have half time break and go to the second part. But before we go to our booking part, we have to actually build a fallback. I was pretty close to forget building my fallback, so we will do that now. I will just select a simple text card. I could not find a suitable answer to your question. I'm just going to add a basic expression and set it to always true. Go to the hub and then just connect the fallback here to the fallback node. So now we can start with the booking part. So I'm just going to add a standard node where we will connect the booking nodes to the booking node, and I'm going to name this booking start, and I'm going to add a text card, and I will say excellent. To book a call with us, you first need to answer some questions. Add an expression, and then I will add a new node where we will capture the username. So I'm going to ask for and here make sure when you select your card that you're actually selecting the person name option. So for the question, firstly, please tell me your full name and store result in full name. And then we're going to add a new expression to a different node where we're going to ask for the user email. And once again, make sure that you select the right card. So for this, we want the email address one, and I'm going to ask, great. Now, what is your email? Create a variable called email, and then an expression, and then phone number. Just going to name this phone and select the phone number option. Lastly, what is your phone number? Store result in phone number. And there we have it. So now we're just going to add an expression once again. Can't forget that. And create a new node where we will make sure that a webhook is sent to make.com, and also where the booking is going to take place. So first off, we're just going to add a node, and in the node we want to select a card. Okay, so select the card one, and this is going to be for the booking. For the title, we're just going to type in book here, and in the subtitle I'm going to press Calendly link. You can upload an image if you want to, but I'm just going to add an action called book here, and then I'm just going to paste in my Calendly link, and there we have our card. So the link is going to pop up, and after here we're going to select the execute code option, And here we're going to ask Botpress to create a webhook where we are sending the different variables here, so the full name, the email, and the phone number, to a spreadsheet in which the information from the booking will be stored. So inside of the code, I'm going to tell the bot to write a post address to a webhook URL that includes the variables full name, email, and phone number. Press enter, and then we have the code here, accept changes, and then close. So now we're just going to go on to Make and create our automation. So once you're in Make, you're just going to press create a scenario, press on the plus here, and search for webhooks. So I'm adding a webhook and a custom webhook, and I'm going to name this add a webhook, and I'm going to name this my gateway webhook, just the regular one. Press save, and here we have the link. So we're just going to copy the address and go into Botpress, and inside of Botpress where we have this example, we can just delete this and make sure that these two are here, by the way, and paste in the webhook and close, and go on to Make again and press OK. So now we're going to add another module, and we want the information to be stored in a spreadsheet. These automations are completely endless, so you can add how much as you would possibly want. But I'm just going to add a spreadsheet, so Google Sheets. See if it comes up, Google Sheets. And we want to add a row. So now I'm just going to go into my Drive and create a spreadsheet. So inside of my spreadsheet, I'm just going to add the different headers here. So we're going to add name, full name, and email address and phone number here. And then we're going to go back to Make, and we're going to fill this out. So select by path and choose a drive, and we're going to add my drive and spreadsheet ID, and I'm just going to select here Ultimate Bot, and we have blood 1, page 1. Table contains header, make sure that this is yes, and hit OK. So now we're going to press run once to get some information, and then we can select where we want the information to be stored. So press run once, and we're going to go into Botpress and run the bot. So I'm going to start by saying hello. So I'm just going to skip this until we come to the booking part. And my full name, today I feel like John Lennon. And my email is lennon@john.com. And my phone number is some random numbers. So yeah, now the code was executed, and we can go back to Make. And you can see that these ones are checked. So if we press here, and then inside of the full name, we can now add our variables. So firstly, I want to add the first name, and then press the space, and then last name inside of full name. An email address, I want to add email. And in this C1, I want to add phone number. Press OK. So if we try it once again, press run, and we try out the whole bot again, we can see if the variables are going to be stored. So right now I'm just going to skip to here. John Lennon. Installation. Oh, so that didn't work, so we just have to go through the whole bot again, by the way. John Lennon once again. Lennon at john.com. And some random numbers. And now, if we press here, we can see that the information is filled. So now we will just finish the bot. So I'm just going to select the standard node. Here. Exit 1, because I'm going to have 2 different exits. Thank you for your cooperation. I hope our team wishes you a great day, and I hope that we will stay in touch. And then the expression to the end. And for those who didn't book and want to exit the chatbot, we will just make exit 2, add another text card and say, okay, how bad? I hope we will meet again. Expression to the end, and just connect these nodes together. So there we have our bot where you can book to Calendly and make automations to collect user information, as well as asking great questions to the chatbot. So yeah, there we have it. Our bot is officially complete. So yeah, as you can see, it has now turned into daytime. I started recording in the morning. It took a while to make this video for you. So I would highly appreciate it if you want to subscribe to my channel or just like or comment. It would mean a ton to me. And I'm going to post the exact template to this bot build inside of my private Discord server. Link to join that is going to be in the pinned comment. I hope you guys learned a ton in this video. Make sure, again, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.